Let me ask you something. Do you think groundwork is just for starting colts or problem horses? If that's your mindset, you're missing the boat, and not just by a little. I'm about to give you 3 reasons why groundwork is not optional if you're serious about building a safe, respectful, and willing partner. Now, don't get me wrong. I know you're eager to get in the saddle. I get that. I am the exact same way. But if you think skipping groundwork will save time, you're setting yourself up for problems later on. Reason number 1 that you should be doing groundwork. Groundwork is your pre-ride safety check. Before you ever throw a leg over your horse, groundwork gives you a chance to see where their mind's at. Is your horse focused on you, or are they tuned into something else? Maybe spooked by something in the distance, or a little jumpy from a new environment. Groundwork lets you feel that out in a safe way. I personally like to deal with any jumpiness or my horse not paying attention to me before I get in the saddle. I get that stuff dealt with, and then once I'm in the saddle, we are ready to get rolling right away with the stuff that I really want to work on during my ride. Number 2, groundwork builds muscle memory for pressure and release. You've got to understand this. Horses don't just magically know how to respond to our cues. When you work on things like flexing, yielding hindquarters, or moving off a stick or lead rope, you're training their bodies to respond to pressure. Every time they yield to pressure on the ground, they're building habits that'll translate under saddle. So, if you want a responsive horse that's light in your hands and quick to respond, groundwork lays the foundation. Without it, you're going to find yourself working twice as hard in the saddle and wondering why your horse isn't getting the message. The third reason, I'll be honest, a lot of folks do not realize this. Groundwork is your number 1 way to set boundaries and prevent dangerous habits from ever taking root. A horse that respects your space on the ground is going to respect your space in the saddle too. But when you skip groundwork, you miss out on setting clear rules. Let me give you an example. If a horse starts crowding you or pushing against you during groundwork, that's a sign they're not respecting your personal space. If you let that slide on the ground, guess what? They'll carry that same mindset when you're in the saddle, and next thing you know, you've got a pushy horse that doesn't think twice about plowing into you or ignoring your aids. That's dangerous, and it all starts on the ground. Trust me, if you're willing to spend just a few minutes each day on these fundamentals, you're going to see huge payoffs in the saddle. And that's the beauty of it. Groundwork gives you control. It builds respect, and it sets your horse up for success.